I'm very proud of this budget, Minister. I'm delighted that it will tackle the cost of living for families with a record £716 million investment in childcare in particular, as well as the extension of a range of housing, health, education and welfare supports. Addressing the cost of childcare has been a top priority for Fine Gael. The investment total of £716 million in early years services includes a new £69 million funding stream for childcare providers from September next year that will ensure the sustainability of those services and attract others into the childcare sector. So that's a provision of £200 million in a full year. These monies are planned to support the outcome of the Joint Labour Committee under my party colleague Minister Damien English, who is working in conjunction with Minister O'Gorman. That will establish minimum rates of pay and conditions for workers in the childcare sector and much needed supports. These supports will provide for providers and their staff, and there are some 4,700 employees across the country that will benefit, and the condition on that being the cap on childcare fees, which will be a great support for parents also. In addition, we see the continuation of the EWSS scheme until April 22, and also we have this once-off bridging scheme to span that period of time between April and September, when the new scheme kicks off, at a cost of £5.5 million a month, to ensure there is no cliff edge for childcare providers. The NCS Universal Subsidy is being extended to all children under 15 from September next year, and that brings an additional 40,000 children into its provision. And also, I'm delighted that the practice of deducting the hours spent in preschool and school from the entitlement to NCS is going to be removed, thus bringing that 5,000 children from low-income families into that net. And that will particularly address that anomaly that was caused, the risk of exclusion to children from disadvantaged communities. And this was particularly highlighted in my own home constituency of Dublin South Central. The budget also sees us build on the Fine Gael government's initiative and the continued implementation of the Universal Early Childhood Care and Education programme that provides for more than 100,000 children in the 2 years before they go into primary school. We see the continuation of AIMS workers to support the children in that ECCE programme who have special education needs. Our party, Fine Gael, have really focused on assisting families with financial pressures through a range of measures targeted specifically at parents and children. So along with childhood care, their housing remains an issue of concern for families, with so many looking to own their own home and provide security to their children. The Help to Buy scheme, I'm delighted, has been extended, which has already helped over 28,300 people previously locked out of the property market to own their own home. So I am thrilled that that's been extended by another year. A range of supports from the Department of Social Protection under Minister Heather Humphreys will also help families. Parents will benefit from the budget next year as children, they'll really see that uplift as children return to school, with a €10 increase in the back to school clothing and footwear allowance, but that will come in June of next year. The duration of the parents' benefit is being increased also. That was implemented under the Fine Gael-led government in 2019, and that will increase, giving parents an extra 2 weeks off, as their leave will rise to 7 weeks from July 2022. And the income threshold will be for working family payment will also be increased by €10 for all families. Children up to 7 years of age, including 7 years of age, will also benefit from the free GP care, and with an intention and a commitment to bring this to all children under 12. So the financial burden of hospital charges for children under 18 will also be reduced. An additional 980 special education teachers will be hired, along with an unprecedented 1,165 new SNAs. That brings the total number of SNAs in Ireland to a record 19,169. That will bring the investment in special education to a historic level in the history of the state. This is a budget really for parents and children. It will help families with the high cost of living, and critically, it will tackle rising childcare costs, which I know will come as a great relief to the many families across the country. Thank you, Cearla.